You've been toying around with the idea of selling your home, huh? Maybe you've been looking around, thinking about upgrading, downsizing, or maybe just cashing in while the market is hot. But here's the $1,000,000 question. Should you sell now or wait? Timing is everything when it comes to real estate. And honestly, it can feel a bit like trying to predict the stock market. Should you pull the trigger or hold out for a better time? Don't worry about it. I've got your back. Let's talk through this together so you can make the best possible decision for your situation. And hey, if you stick around, I promise to make this as fun and stress-free as possible. First things first, what's your why? Seriously, why are you thinking about selling? Is it because your house is now too small thanks to your growing family? Or maybe it's the opposite. Your youngest just moved out and you're staring at this 4-bedroom house wondering, why am I cleaning all this space? Or maybe you're just curious about cashing in because, let's face it, the neighbor's house down the street just sold for a crazy amount. And now you're wondering if it's your turn to cash in. Understanding your why is key because it helps you figure out if selling now is about financial gain, lifestyle changes, or just testing the waters. For example, if you need to move quickly because of a new job or a life change, then waiting might not be an option. But if you're not in a rush, you've got more flexibility to time things strategically. Knowing your motivation is step one in the whole process. All right, now that we got our why in mind, let's talk about the market. Real estate markets are kind of like seasons. They change all the time and no two markets are exactly alike. The big question is, are we in a seller's market or a buyer's market? In a seller's market, the cards are in your favor. There's limited inventory, which means there are more buyers that are competing for fewer homes. Think bidding wars, offers over asking price, and houses being under contract faster than you ever expected. On the flip side, a buyer's market is when the buyers have the upper hand. There's more inventory, so buyers can take their sweet time, negotiate hard, and maybe even walk away if they don't like the color of your front door. It's not as fun for sellers, but it's all a part of the cycle. So if it's a seller's market right now, you might want to consider striking while the iron is hot. But if it's a buyer market, waiting might give you a better shot at a higher sales price. While the market as a whole might be leaning one way or another, real estate is hyper-local. What's happening nationally or even in your state might not reflect what's happening in your specific neighborhood. For example, your area might be seeing a surge of demand because of new developments or people moving in from bigger cities. But on the flip side, if everyone is headed to the suburbs or you're in the middle of downtown, you might face a different challenge. So keeping tabs on what's happening locally is huge. And hey, that's where a great real estate agent comes in. They'll know exactly what's going on in your area. Let's not forget about the seasonal factor too. You probably heard that spring and early summer are the best times to sell, right? There's some truth to that. Families like to move before the school year starts, the weather is nice, and your flowers are blooming. Buyers are out in full force, making spring peak time for activity. But here's the thing. Selling in the spring also means you're competing with everyone else who had the exact same idea. On the other hand, listing in the fall or the winter could work to your advantage. Sure, there are fewer buyers, but those who are shopping tend to be more serious. Plus, less competition means your home could stand out more. If you're in a market with a lot of retirees, winter might actually be your sweet spot. Timing your sale with the seasons can be critical, but it's all about understanding what works best for your situation and your local market. Now let's talk about you and your house. Is your home ready to sell? Because if not, that might be a reason to wait. Let's say your roof is 20 years old, your carpets have seen better days, and your kitchen is still rocking the laminate countertops from the 90s. If you've got some time and the resources to make some updates, waiting to list might help you to get a better price. Even small improvements like a fresh coat of paint or modern fixtures can make a big impact. But, and this is a big but, don't go overboard. You don't want to sink a ton of money into renovations that you won't recoup. A good agent can help you figure out what's worth fixing and what's fine as is. Sometimes, just decluttering, deep cleaning, and staging your home can make it market ready without breaking the bank. Here's another question to ask yourself. What's the competition like? If there are plenty of homes that are already on the market and they're similar to yours, you might want to wait until the market is less saturated. But if you're the only house in the area with that dreamy backyard or that finished basement, listing now could give you the edge. Buyers are always looking for something unique, so if your home stands out, that's a big plus. Now let's zoom out for a second and talk about the economy. I know, it's not the most exciting topic, but it's important. Interest rates, for example, play a huge role in how quickly homes sell and for how much. When rates are low, buyers can afford more, and that means higher offers for you. But when rates start creeping up, it can slow things way down. So if interest rates are trending upward, selling a home sooner rather than later might be a good call. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room, your next move. Are you planning to buy another home after you sell? Because that's a whole other layer to consider. If prices are high now and you sell, you're also buying in that same high market. But if you wait for prices to cool off, you might get a better deal on your next place. It's like a real estate seesaw. Sell high, buy high. Sell low, buy low. Timing both sides of the equation can be tricky, but again, that's where a good real estate agent can help you strategize. So let's recap. Deciding whether to sell now or wait comes down to a few key factors: your personal situation, the current market, the condition of your home, and your future plans. If you're ready to move and the market is in your favor, it might be time to list. But if you're not in a rush and you want to wait till the perfect conditions, then that's okay too. Here's the bottom line. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. What works for your neighbor or your cousin in another state might not work for you. The best thing you can do is stay informed, talk to a local expert, and weigh all the factors. And if you're still on the fence, feel free to drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about your situation and help you figure it out. Oh, and before you go, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. I got plenty of more tips and insights, so you won't want to miss them. And you may want to check out one of my latest videos on 3 insider tips for selling your home faster and for more. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And remember, whether you sell now or wait, your dream buyer is out there waiting for the perfect listing. You've got this. See you in the next video.